Hello, my darlings. My name is Demetra Douglas, and I am the Love Witch. I help witches, mystics, Gnostics, and spiritual beings break painful love patterns and attract safe love. I want to talk a little bit about something a little bit different, just for a moment, because this is a huge part of my work, my program. If you work with me, a big part of that is clearing any dark covenants, any soul contracts that hinder you. And specifically, I want to take a moment to talk about the importance of free will, the importance of someone being consciously involved when breaking dark covenants, and the fact that this is not something that should be taken lightly. Okay, I want to share a story. Now, as a beginner witch, I had to learn many lessons. It began with me feeling like, oh my God, I can do some incredible things. I can change the whole world. Let me just cast on everyone and heal everyone. God taught me quickly. God taught me quickly the importance of free will. So when I speak against, sorry, there was a crow that just flew by. When I speak against black magic and the violation of free will, and witches who practice and hex and curse and do all of these things that violate free will and are disrespectful, I know of what I speak. Okay? When you are practicing, especially as a white witch, free will and the respect of soul and the respect of free will is paramount. And when you are wanting to nullify dark covenants, it is not for the weak, and you need to make sure that the person you're doing it for is fully on board. This is why casting to remove dark covenants on someone without their knowledge, you're dancing dangerously. And I want to share a bit of a story. So when I first started practicing and I learned how to nullify and sever dark covenants and had masterfully crafted protection magic that blocked literally every known spiritual foe known to man, I wanted to cast it on everyone without their permission. People that I knew, people that I saw as in harm's way, as in danger, as being bound by dark forces, I can see that. So I thought I was just going to correct the problem without them knowing. When people have agreed to be under the dominion or to be subjugated by dark forces, that is an agreement. That is an energetic exchange. That is a vow. That is sacrificial. Okay? So, I was successful, but I quickly met the beings that were binding this person. And they came to collect. They said, we'll set her free, but we want your dog. They knocked my dog's soul out of her body. She could hardly walk. And she did this thing she does when she tells me there's dark forces around. She walks slowly backwards and lifts her feet. Nothing was medically wrong with her. I knew what was wrong with her. So, immediately I said, I get it. This is an agreed upon binding by this person I'm trying to free. Okay? Without them agreeing to nullify it, to sever it, the demons will abide by my request. But they need to take something else, someone else in its place, in her place. So, over that night, I had to not only decline the offer, I had to do an immense amount of protection work and a soul retrieval for my animal. The next morning, she was completely fine, back to her old self. But I say these things and I teach these things because magic is not something to play with. If you are not fully conscious when it comes to the foes that you're up against, what you are trying to accomplish when you are working, when you are casting, when you are weaving spells and working with people, when you are doing clearings, if you're not fully conscious of the end game, of the big picture, and what is burdening your clients, and what is hurting people in this world, and what a bound soul looks like, and why someone would literally agree to bind themselves like that for worldly possessions is beyond me. But this is all a learning experience, right? So I just really wanted to take a moment to share that with you guys. It's just, everyone has a right to their own belief systems. Everyone has a right to align with the dark side if they wish, but I don't get it. Why would you choose to align with the team that harms? Even worse, when people align with the dark side without even honoring the fact that God and demons even exist. Atheistic Satanists, oof. Just something I wanted to share. Take care.